guys, welcome to WRME Live. This is the wonderful Erin Burns.
Hey guys.
I'm the talkative Christine Surrett. Welcome to the show. We were talking beforehand, and it wound up being our topic today, about all these FSBOs that are...
Which is for sale by owners.
FSBO, for sale by owner. Sorry, sometimes we get forgetful about all these acronyms that we are just accustomed to, but FSBO, for sale by owner. We'll be kind of switching between the terms progressively because I'm awful at switching, obviously. But right now we've got a ton of buyers looking and higher than average amount of for sale by owners out there. And there's some things that you guys need to be aware of, particularly buyers.
Right, because traditionally when you list a house with an agent, the seller pays for both agents. So the seller will pay traditionally the fee for me as a buying agent to help you buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you're dealing with a for sale by owner, they didn't hire an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big chance that they won't pay the commission for your buying agent. So then you might have to step up and do a new agreement to compensate your agent for helping you through the process. So that has happened.
And it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Some will. You can have your agent call them and talk to him. I've called for sale by owners before for my buyers. Talk to them. Hey, are you willing to pay for my commission to help my buyers?
Yes, no, or yes, it's at this percentage.
Right.
And there are ways that for sale by owners, the FSBOs can save a little bit of money by saying yes, but I'll do it for a slightly lower percentage. And then you talk it out with your client, or the buyer talks with the
realtor. Yes, but I want to add this much onto the purchase price, or whatever it be. They might want to compensate by getting the money back, or feeling like they got the money back through the purchase. So there's ways to work it out.
Yep, no argument, but we're still extremely willing to work for you guys on for sale by owners, but it's prepping both the seller and the buyer. As far as when we call, we're going to ask if they, hello, for sale by owner, I'm interested in your house on Main Street. I'm with Market Realtors Main Edge. How many bedrooms, how many baths? What are you willing to compensate the buying agent, or are you willing to compensate the buying agent?
I've done that, yeah.
And then they yay, nays, and get some answers and go from there.
Especially if I'm driving, leaving a showing or something, and I have a client that's in the area, and I look it up, and it's compatible to what they're looking for. I will call and inquire if they're willing to or whatever. If they're not, then I have another talk with my buyers, which I try to throw that in the beginning, but through all the buying process, things get forgotten and not recalled or whatever. Go over that, and then we decide if they want to go see this house or not that's listed for sale by owner.
Now we have agents that will preview for sale by owner houses on behalf of their clients, especially nowadays. Some for sale by owners are putting their stuff on Zillow and Realtor.com, but it still can't beat an established relationship with your agent. I used to have a client, for example, that he'd send me ahead to go look at the house. He'd purposely arrive 5 minutes after the showing time and go, well, I like the house. It's not the floor plan you're looking for. And go, okay, turn around and get back in his car. That's the kind of rapport at that point we had established, to where he just took my word for it. I'd still try and convince him to go see the house so he can make his own call. But sometimes he'd just be like, no, is it anywhere near the floor? No, okay, bye. And there's a value to working with an agent that is building that rapport and building that understanding of what you're looking for, so they can preview that for sale by owner and go, this might be their cup of tea, or it's close enough they should see it, or hard no, but I'll keep you in mind for other clients. It just goes a long way to have that rapport, and having that ability to preview it, whether it be virtually or whatnot, for a buyer.
But in the long run, don't be afraid of for sale by owners, especially if you're working with a buyer agent. We're here to help. We can walk you through it. There's ways around it, even if they won't pay the commission for us to help you. there's always a way to work something out. So
we get mighty creative sometimes. And another reason you want to consider using an agent when you're the buying side, especially on these for sale by owners, is we would still ask them to fill out disclosure sheets. Something that most sellers on their own wouldn't think to do or don't think are necessary. If they're not willing to fill out a basic form saying, does the oven work? Yes. Does the pool work? Yes. You gotta wonder what else is going on, because you're probably going to be living there. Is if there's mysteries and ghosts in the closet, wouldn't you want to know before you put an offer in, or before you get too far into the transaction? And of course, there's dozens of papers that we do and help people with that we're going to be doing as default as part of our jobs.
And the other thing is we can run comps, comparisons, and see if it's priced right. It could be priced too high. It could be priced really low and you're getting a heck of a deal. Or it could be priced just right in that sweet section for that neighborhood, and you're like, hey,
Or even funnier is when you think you're getting a deal, and then we run comps and you're just getting market average.
Right.
Because I find those amusing, because you're still getting your money's worth. It's still worth what you're paying, but it's not worth double what you thought it was worth. You're not getting that big of a steal. You're still getting your money's worth. I would.
You're not walking into a house with instant equity.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth the value of the house that you're buying. If you're buying a house for $300,000 and you swear it's worth $600,000 and it appraises for $300,000, you're still okay. Now, if it's $100,000, I'm going to have some serious talking with you, thinking about what you can afford, what logistically, and because that's you're going to have some problems.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for, is to kind of help you think it through, make your wise decisions. We don't make those decisions for you, but we advise you based on our experience and who to talk to and things like that. And the for sale by owner person doesn't have an agent in their corner going, hey, I suggest listing it here based on comps and this condition of the property. So you have, I want to call it a handicap. I don't know if that's the best verbiage. They don't have that leg up compared to having an agent.
Right. So if y'all have any questions or comments or anything, comment below. Shoot us a private message, email us, whatever. We'll be happy to answer
What's our
any
email?
questions. WRME.
WRME at mainedge.com?
Yes.
I'm assuming the email written on this piece of paper is
Yes,
correct?
that's right. I couldn't remember if we put live in the email or not. That's why I hesitated.
But still, or you can comment on the Facebook post or the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Direct message, whatever you want to call it.
But in the meantime, go blow up some fireworks or do some water sports or however your family celebrates our nation's independence.
If you're working because your job requires it, thank
Sure.
you.
Yes,
Police,
thank you.
fire,
Thank you.
medics, all those wonderful people, military.
I don't know how many of me and my relatives had to be bandaged up due to dumbness with fireworks. Not as many as I was anticipate, honestly. But hey, we'll take our blessings. In the meantime, we're Reichert Realtors Main Edge, where we do real life, real world real estate every day.
Bye, guys.